Sub can kill animals with their sonar. Yeah. Yeah, a sonar could obliterate a person underwater. That shit is scary. Okay, this is creepy. Um. um. 5 freaky videos recorded by Ring cameras, volume 2. You know what's funny? I actually saw a bunch of like Ring equipment in Costco, and I was like, what if I just get Ring cameras? Even after all the shit that I've seen online about it. Okay, no. Hashtag ad. Hashtag sponsored. Just kidding, not sponsored. Creepy. Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna scare myself again. Guys, the way I'm home alone.
By viewer Trent Leons, and when this was recorded, he and his family had recently moved into his grandparents' house. The house is in the middle of nowhere, so the family naturally had their guard down. However, one night at 1 in the morning, while most of the family was asleep, Trent got a notification for Ring that there was motion at the front door. A notification for movement wasn't a concern, as the family has outdoor cats that are active at night. But there was definitely reason for concern when it said somebody is at your front door. One of the family members grabbed a gun and went to open the front door, and that's where he started to raise his hands and started asking for help.
Pause the video, Yuzu. Did you lock your doors?
I think I did. Let me just double check. I'm psyching myself out. I'm gonna be right back, chat. You're a fucking whore. You're a fucking whore, bitch. I'll be right back. Y'all are scaring the crap out of me. What is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But was that you using your model? I know you're fucking lying. I know you're lying. Don't play with me, chat. Don't fucking play with me right now. Don't check the VOD. I will simply just pretend that if that happened, that didn't happen. But I locked my door, my room door. I feel like if someone came to my house at this time of night, I would not open the door. I would pretend like I'm still sleeping.
I know you wanted us to say something when your model made weird motions, right? When you were gone, your mouth was moving again.
You're lying. You're lying, King. Stop capping. Stop saying shit that's not true.
Help. Can I use a phone to call a cab?
Ugh. So creepy. Never open the door at night. Just pretend like you're not even home or
awake. The family gave him a cell phone, and with it he tried calling someone, but to no avail. He then proceeded to start walking off down the road. As the guy was walking down the road, 2 of the family members decided to hop in their truck and find out where he was going. And they found him walking down the road and looking like he was going to another house down the road. The nearest one being half a mile away.
Why would you follow him?
2 family members.
He's literally out of your hair now. Just ignore him.
Decided they didn't want him near their house or any neighboring houses. So they offered he get in the bed of the truck and they drive him into town. And about a couple minutes later, they arrived in town and dropped him off. The whole time he had his hands up and kept looking at the 2 family members while he backed away from the truck. It could have been assumed that the man was genuinely looking for help and needed to call someone, if it weren't for the fact that other family members reported that the week prior, he was in another neighborhood around the area, allegedly asking for help again in late hours of
He's
the night,
planning
going from door to door
something.
in dimly lit areas.
He's
It's quite
plotting
possible that he
something.
may have been trying to maliciously gain entry into the homes of sympathetic or unsuspecting people. It's unknown if that's the case or if he was ever successful.
Nah, he was definitely plotting something, bro. He
This
has
one was
something in
posted
his
by a
head.
Redditor named T Course, and there aren't as many details on this one, other than it happened in
Thanks
a
for the
small
hydrate.
suburb late on a rainy night. This was way past solicitation or visiting hours. The homeowner wasn't home at the time and saw the notification the next day, which is when they saw this video footage.
You know, like, what's scary to me? Like, I always thought, like, maybe when I'm old and, like, not working anymore, like, maybe I retire to a place that's, like, in the countryside with, like, little to no city. But I always am scared, like, what if, like, you know, like those movies where there's a house in the middle of of nowhere, like in the woods, or like just away from civilization, the hospital, and like the police is like really far, and then like a fucking serial killer or a murderer comes to your house, and then what? You're fucked.
From the darkness appears a middle-aged woman with an umbrella, with her mouth gaping wide open. She stands there for about 20 seconds after ringing the bell,
Oh,
the
God.
whole time with her mouth hanging eerily wide open, aside from closing it for a couple seconds, showing that her mouth didn't appear to be stuck in this hanging open position.
Maybe she's just yawning. Maybe she's just yawning. Stop, that emote is so scary. Stop. Stop.
She tries the doorbell or another button one more time before walking away and disappearing into the
Feed the
darkness
birdie
seconds
chat.
later. The homeowner says he didn't recognize this woman at all.
She's omega
Some people
lolling.
believe it was some kind of condition the woman was suffering. Whether it was or not, this wouldn't explain why she was ringing a stranger's doorbell in the late hours of the night. Perhaps another encounter that a homeowner was lucky to avoid.
She's a skinwalker. She was gonna eat them.
This footage was captured as a homeowner was entering her house after just getting home. The woman lives in a suburban town in Illinois.
Oh shit! Oh hell no! Ah hell no! Bruh.
The woman in the video was unaware of the fact that she was being watched from the distance by two people hiding in the dark, waiting for her to open her front door. As she steps into her house, the two aggressors take their chance to enter the house while the door is still open. The woman screams as she's startled by the unwelcomed visitor behind her. The first of the two teens to enter the house says, "Don't move and don't scream."
I don't even know how she wasn't even scared too. Like at night, going into her house. Like I get scared going into my kitchen at nighttime downstairs, and then I turn off the light, and I feel like something's chasing me. I literally sprint upstairs, bro. Like she was just unfazed by the darkness and taking her sweet time getting into her house.
The rest of what is said between he and the woman is inaudible. However, according to the woman in the video, he demanded her car keys. After handing him her keys, which can be seen in one of the teenager's hands, the two take off towards her car, which they then steal. There was someone else in
I
the
don't
house
even understand when people like steal cars. Isn't it like so easy to get your car back?
with the woman, who was also held at gunpoint alongside her. He also remains nameless. The woman wasn't harmed, thankfully, and one of the two teenage aggressors were found and arrested. 18-year-old
I guess if they were to like part it out.
Brendan McCrew. The other aggressor has still yet to be identified. This video is a prime example of why you should always be aware of your surroundings before opening your front door.
True and real, dude.
This past July in 2021, this disturbing footage caught on a couple's Ring doorbell camera surfaced on the web. In the footage, a tattooed man with a long gray beard holding a plastic bag,
hell
apparently
no.
talking to himself, approached the front
A plastic bag too? That guy's gonna suffocate you.
door of the couple's house. The man in the video apparently spotted the unnamed wife inside of the house through the kitchen window. He approached the front door, where he repeatedly started saying, "Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a few questions for you."
Fucking NPC behavior.
Are you sure?
Literally AI.
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
It's gonna be like, yes, yes, yes. Ice cream so good.
Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions.
Stop.
Are you sure?
You're a hater.
Whoa.
If you loved me, you would
sure?
never do that to me.
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you.
He's literally doing NPC
Are you
TikTok
positive?
lives.
Are you sure? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you sure? Are you absolutely certain?
The wife said she never responded to the man. She simply hid in her home and called 911. The man was standing there,
Smart
knocking on the
woman.
glass, repeating the same 3 things over and over.
Also, that shit scares the heck out of me. Having a door, like, majority of it being made out of glass, like, it would be so easy to just break it, right?
To nobody. Her husband, who was not at the home at the time, accessed the intercom system and asked the man who he was as he was walking away. This caused him to come back, look into the camera, and start saying some pretty nasty, disturbing
Cut the
things.
fuck out of your hand.
So who are you?
Oh hell no! He was walking away, and now you're gonna freaking respond to him, and now he's gonna bother you some more because now he knows that you're in the house, bro. Why? Why?
Are you sure?
Who are you?
Hey, I just had a couple questions. I just wanted to ask you about TV show.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh hell nah.
What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to rape her and kill her. You want to
Huh?
open the door? I'm going to rape and kill the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in.
Huh?
I want to rape her and kill her because I have a knife and a gun. Yeah, and I'm going to knock on her door again. All right.
He was saying he wished to rape and kill her, and asked if she could open the door multiple times. After one more
Jesus
unsuccessful
fuck.
knock, the man walked away, talking to himself in different voices as he did.
I'm just like appalled too at the fact that like he was gonna leave them too, and then like the guy like tried to talk to him through the ring, and then he came back. Like, oh god, just
Police found and arrested the man the next day after another report of a suspicious man in the area, and he was identified as 40-year-old Christopher Sums, a fugitive from California. This footage was captured in Bristol
that fucking mugshot.
and shows a man approach and knock on Kathleen Frascarelli's door. That in of itself isn't so disturbing, but it's the fact that it was very late on a Sunday night, and the image she saw on her phone was of a masked person on the other side of the door.
Oh god,
However,
fuck.
the fact that it was late on a Sunday
Why?
night, and that the image she saw on the phone was of a masked person on the other side of the door, is enough to give someone pause.
Why? Why? That is so creepy. Bro, yeah, this video make you want to practice your number 2 rights.
While playing back the video footage, Kathleen the homeowner noticed that the masked person tried opening the door at first, but thankfully it was locked. She described the mask as having this grotesque smile that never went away, and still hasn't
If
gone
you're
away
trying
from her
to trick
memory.
them to gain
The
access,
person
why are
knocks
you
and then
wearing a
stands at the
mask,
door for 15
LMFAO?
seconds.
True.
Afterwards, the camera catches them pulling their sleeve over their hand, then wiping away their fingerprints for the
Ooh, that is hella fucking psycho behavior. He knows exactly what he's doing too.
the doorknob they tried to open when they first walked up to the house. The fact that they wiped away their fingerprints already says that they were up to no good, if everything else about this didn't already.
If you were trying to trick someone into getting into the house, you would literally just play the like a innocent person like trying to look for help. That would be like the easiest way. That's like the most like common thing to do. But this guy, nothing in the noggin.
Screamed at. Kathleen stated that he had something heavy in his sweatshirt pocket, which he doesn't know what it was. A neighbor who saw the person leaving said he had a bag that he was carrying with him, so God knows what was in there. By the time Kathleen made it downstairs, the person was already in a car parked across the street, which they sped off in. Footage like this is really the scariest because nobody knows how these encounters would have gone down.
That is a terrifying screenshot. Stop showing that. Whoever edited that part in, fuck you. It's terrifying.